Okay, guys, let's warm up here. I'm going to put you on the gallery view so I can see everybody at once. Okay, so you stand right there, stretch out, start to twist. Big circles. As far around as you can go. All the way up high, all the way down low. Reverse. Keep a nice wide stance with your legs so that you can keep your balance. All right, hang straight down, keep the legs straight. And reach up. That's right. Let those hamstrings stretch. Stretch up and back. No, you can stay on the mat, just face this way. And back. Okay, look at the top. You gotta do what I'm doing. Okay? You can stand right over there if you don't want to be on camera. I don't blame you. If you stand right there, no one can see you. Okay. All right, let's rotate the knees. And back and forth. Take care of your joints. All right, point the heel directly behind you and lean forward. Stretch your calf muscles. All right, come down. Stretch the inside of the leg of the groin muscle, turn into a lunge. Try to get your elbow down. And pivot again. Good, now do the other side. So you're up on your foot, and you're balancing this way. Then you're in a lunge. Keep your front knee up, put your elbow down, and pivot again and balance on the heel. And now both legs out for a nice splits. Let's see who has the best splits in the house. I know the Skaggs household was looking pretty good. Sam. All right, have a seat. Sit up straight. Lean to one side, grab your big toe. Straight over the top. Switch. Try to get your both hands down to your toes. Switch. And switch again. And straight down the middle. And up and down. Exhale. Okay, feet together. Grab hold of the toes. And up and down. All right, one leg out, one on top. Stretch those toes back and forth. And you can stretch your whole ankle and the top of your foot as you're doing this. All right, now circle with the toes, rotate them. Foot massage. Thumbs on the bottom of the foot. Okay, and then just tap with your knuckles. Just tap. Rotate the ankle both ways and shake it out. Okay, switch to the other side. Back and forth. All right, rotating both ways. Between their toes, kind of like they're doing this. That's one way to do it. Foot massage. Tapping. You know, if you want to go the fan out of the garage and bring it back in here, that would be super awesome. Thanks, buddy. Shake it out. All right. So, just sit comfortably and let's stretch our wrists, please. So, grab on top. And so basically this is what you're doing, right? And you're grabbing the hand and you're stretching the wrist up. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other side. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. All right, palm faces you. We're doing the Kodagaishi stretch. Reach around and grab your thumb. Pull down. Let's go up to 20. Juichi. Shi, Jugo, Juroku, Jushichi, Juhachi, Juku, Niju. Come on, this way.
Okay.
Other side. Same thing, 11 through 20. Juichi, Juni, Jusan, right over here. Jushi, Jugo, Juroku, Jushichi, Juhachi, Juku, Ni. Away, thumb down, pinky up. Grab hold of it, thumb up, pinky down. Now we're going to go 20 to 30, 21 to 30. Ready? Niju ichi, niju ni, niju san, niju shi, niju go, niju roku, niju shichi, niju hachi, niju ku, sanju. Okay, again, 21 through 30. Other side. Niju ichi, niju ni, niju san, niju shi, niju go, niju sanju. Sanju, that's 30, right? It's because ju is 10 and ichi ni san is 3. So sanju, 30, 3 and 10, 30. Okay. All right. Now sankyo, the third technique stretch. Thumb on the belly. Okay. Reach and grab the knife edge of your hand and twist your thumb away. Okay. Now we're going to do 31 to 40. Sanju ichi, sanju ni, sanju san, sanju shi, sanju go, sanju roku, san. Yonju, 40, right? So every time we say, like for instance, if we're saying 33, we say sanju, right? 30, and san, sanju san. So it's pretty logical, right? Other side, thumb on the belly, grab the knife edge. Sanju ichi, sanju ni, sanju san, sanju shi, sanju go, sanju roku, sanju shichi, sanju hachi, sanju ku, yonju. Okay, all right. Now we're going to go straight up and back like this. So hit palm up. Grab your fingers. Now we're going to switch and we're going to count by 10. All you guys will be able to count by 10 to 100 Japanese. But when I say the word, I want you to say it after me the best you can. Okay? So grab your fingers. Here we go. Ju, ni-ju, san-ju, yon-ju, go-ju, roku-ju, nana-ju, hachi-ju, kyu-ju, hyaku. Hyaku. H-Y-A-K-U. Hyaku. All right, here, do the other side. Same thing again. Ju, ni, rokuju, nanaju, hachiju, kyuju, hyaku. Good job. All right, shake them out. So you probably heard me say nanaju. That's kind of saying nana is another way of saying shichi, okay, 7. So sometimes you'll hear shichi, sometimes you'll hear nana. Kind of like the difference between shi and yon and for. Okay? All right, so if you have a partner, grab your partner. If you don't have a partner, pretend you have a partner and stand on a Come on, you're my partner. Okay, so your partner's gonna grab your wrist. We're gonna do Taino Henko. So you stand right on that line. Make sure your partner's on the line too, a good hanmi. When you get grabbed, remember, don't fight with it. She's strong like the Hulk. I can't run away, okay? If I try to fight back, she smashes me. Oh. So I have to get off the line, move your body towards your wrist, and then turn and get off the line. Okay, do it on this line. Stay right here. Toe to toe, off the line, curve. Right here. Okay, I got to get out of the way. Okay, so if you, yep, there you go. Hey, make sure you do a good ki. Now on this line, face me, grab my hand, Chris. Off the line. Hey, so if you can see, my arms are pushing out here, but I don't bend over. Okay, my chest is still up, like I was saying with the sword. Keep your chest up. And keep your knees really bent. Okay, really bent, but solid. Let your partner have a try. So stand on the line right here. Okay, you're gonna turn and go over here. Let it go. Hold the pizza. You just smush the pizza in your own face. Okay, now you're gonna go this way. Ready? Yeah. Hold the pizza. You can't hold the pizza like that. You're like this. Hey, come back here. My partner ran away. So don't forget, when you get off the line, you gotta hold the pizza, right? You gotta serve it. You're serving it. Don't hog it. This is hogging it. I'm keeping it for me. Don't throw it in your own face. Okay, don't drop it on the floor. Okay. When I'm grabbing my partner, and when they serve the pizza, it takes my balance forward. That's what the extension of arms does. Okay? All right, we're moving on. So now morote. You're offering your hand out, thumb down. Come grab me. Come grab me. Okay? So she's gonna grab me with two hands. Boom. Okay? And she's grabbed me so hard I cannot bend my elbow towards her. So I have to drop my elbow to the side. Here's where I get to throw. Okay? All right? Good. Good. Nice one. So, off the line, drop your elbow. Okay? When I'm facing you, hope you guys can see me. I'm not pushing my elbow forward. Get off the line and drop your elbow this way. This way, not like this. Okay, so let's do it by the numbers. Ready? Get set. Okay, here we are. We're set. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do the same side again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms come down. So it's like ikkyo here or Taino Henko. Okay, this is morote. When you're throwing, look away. This is a Taino Henko pizza. Fresh. Okay. This is a stinky pizza in morote rori. Okay, stinky. All right. Do a couple more. 1,
Sensei?
2, 3.
Sensei?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just a little coaching on this because this is something a lot of kids have trouble with. The footwork for Morote is simply one hanmi to the other. So I've got my right foot forward here. I step off the line and I just switch my hanmi. Okay? What you do is slide together and slide back again. Okay, watch it this way. Left hanmi to right hanmi. Slide together, slide back. Right hanmi to left hanmi. Slide together, slide back. Right hanmi to left hanmi. Feet together, slide back. I'm saying slide because it's not a step. Okay, because one of the mistakes you guys make is you get off the line, you get to here, and then you do something weird, you step, or you step backwards, or you cross your leg or something. Off the line, feet together, slide back. That's Morote, footwork. All right. Okay. Emma, can you help me again, please? Pretty please and short on top.
No.
Ah! That's how I don't give timeouts at home. I just chase my child with a sword. So you guys are lucky. You're lucky. Real one at least. Okay. Right. So please remember that when you're doing Ichiro Omote Waza, you move across and in front. So here's you, right in front of me. Okay. If I try to go straight forward, if you're bigger than me, I'm in trouble. Okay. So when you try to chop me, I have to grab your wrist. I grab your wrist. I move across and in front while I grab your elbow. And I keep turning my hips until I have your arm down. Okay? Get your arm down in front of your partner. And please remember, hips away. Turn your hips away. And so if you're doing that to me, I'm strong. As you go this way, when you turn your hips away, literally you pull my arm out in front of me. And that's the way you get a big person to fall down. You turn your hips. You just turn your hips. I am not doing anything with my arms like this. Turn your hips, and the person's arm will naturally go out and fall down. So essentially, it's a trick because it looks like you're taking their arm and pushing their elbow down, okay? But it's not that. You're turning your arm away. You're turning your hips away. This is their arm, right? Here's the hand, here's the wrist, this is the elbow, okay? I'm turning it and bringing it, I'm turning my hips, pulling the arm out. Okay, so let's move on and do Urawaza now. So you're stepping in with the back foot and turning again. You have to turn the hips again. Step in with the back foot, turn the hips. Other side, step in with the back foot, turn the hips. Okay, Urawaza is the turning version of each. That's your hand up here. Okay, I grab the wrist, and I step in toe to toe, and I grab the elbow at the same moment. At the same moment that I step forward. And I use that powerful hip turn, bang, okay? That really will take your partner's balance this way. Okay? Hip. Keep turning the hips until they come down, and then you can pin. Your knee goes inside their armpit as their arm comes down. Okay? All right. If this is your center, Okay, if this sword is where your center is, I cannot move forward into it. Okay, I'm not going to win there if I come towards your center. And so I have to come across. Take your upper body this way with your arm, your center has to follow my center. See how this works? Your center has to follow my center. And then that's how I take your balance, because I'm taking your center. Here's your center. I move off the line. Your center has to come with me because I'm moving your upper body with it. Okay? If you're doing it, my balance, my center has to go with you. Okay? If you can do ikkyo, omote, and urawaza, then you're essentially set on the body movements that you'll need for nikkyo, sankyo, yankyo, gokyo. All those other numbered techniques are just variations in how you grab the wrist and the elbow. That's all. Okay, so
Sensei?
Ikkyo. Gokyo is the fifth one. If this is the wrist right here, and this is the elbow, the only difference between Ikkyo and Gokyo is this. Okay, so this is the wrist here. These are the fingers. You can see it, and this is the elbow. Ikkyo. And this is Gokyo. Not much difference there. Okay?
Sensei?
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's for all of us, but a lot of people, your video is really glitchy and it keeps like freezing, so it's kind of hard to follow along. It's at least for 6 of us, and it keeps freezing. I'm not sure if it's your camera or if it's just a coincidence that all of us are having trouble with connection.
We're going to see if something else is going on here. Thank you, Elsa, for telling me that.
I might have to bug out because my computer decided to die on me.
Oh. It's not time to bug out yet, Maria.
Yeah, I know. Just
But I
wondering what might
understand
happen.
what you mean. Okay. Let me just check down here and make sure I don't have 16 other programs running at the same time. Okay, no, that's not it. On my list of things to do is to buy a 30-foot long Ethernet cable so I can plug my computer directly into the wall instead of having to worry, mess with wireless. And so hopefully that will make the video less glitchy. So I'm already planning ahead for that. All right, well, hopefully we can survive through it. I'm sorry that we're having glitchy internet today, you guys. That would be considered rude. Probably no one else can see you, but in the living room of Rohan and Rajan, it looks like a World Wrestling Federation or something like that. I guess if it's in your living room, I don't have to do the paperwork, so rock and roll. So Elsa, your job could be, hey Sensei, you just cut out for the last 30 seconds. Can you repeat that? Make sense? Cool. Okay. Hey Emma, can you come in here and attack me with a sword, please?
Only one time.
Only one time? Okay, good. Okay, Emma's gonna chop me with the sword and we're gonna practice Kotegaishi. You have to do it super slow though, okay? Okay. So hold it with your right hand on top. Okay, and stand on this line. So she's going to stand on the middle line. You come chopping down right on top of my head. Come on, come chop on. So I have to get off the line, right? Otherwise, the sword's going to get me. And I can grab right on top of her hand. Okay? So now you have to go over here. Stand on this line and face me. So when I chop down on top of her head, slow motion, she has to get off the line and then grab my hand on top. Boom. Okay? There it is. And then twist my wrist. Off the line, make sure your arms don't flap out, because if your arm flaps out, I'll chop it off. Oh, I chopped your fingers off. All right, that's okay. It happens to the best of us. Come on back. Come on back on the line. Okay, keep your fingers out of the way. Here it comes. Get off the line quick. Good. Plop on top, and then twist. So when you plop on top of the hand, okay, remember, you're grabbing the kotegaishi and twisting the wrist. Okay? So if you're a beginner, all you have to do is get off the line, plop your hand on top, make a hand sandwich. On the line, you turn 90 degrees. Okay? This is a square. Here comes the punch. I get off the line and I turn 90 degrees. And when I do that, I keep the hand in front of my center. The punch is coming towards me. I get off the line. The front hand grabs, and I turn off the line 90 degrees. Here's the hand that I've grabbed. You can also punch here to keep the person from coming around. So what it would look like is I'm punching. And you stick your fist in the attacker's face. Make sense? There I am, off the line. I've got the wrist and making the person back up. Then I can turn and do the kotegaishi. When I do that, I keep my hands low. I never do this. Don't do it high. You don't want the person's elbow just bending. You want it to go out like this. Emma, can you please not make that noise? Thank you. Okay, so it's ski. I want you to say ski, like downhill skiing, okay? Ski. Kote gaishi. Kote is wrist, gaishi is turn. Ski, kote gaishi. Okay? All right. We've also been working on shihonage, everybody. Okay? Emma, can you come do the technique on me? It's easy. Shihonage is when the defender gets a hold of my wrist somehow, so just grab my wrist, and goes under my arm, okay, and throws me down. She goes under my arm, turn, right here. So, all right, settle down, killer. All right, so my elbow, wrist is right on my shoulder, okay? Well, I get to do it to you too, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So you gotta be super careful. All I want you guys to know is that you go under your attacker's arm and bring it to their shoulder, okay? So, someone's grabbing you, you grab them. Go on. Shoulder. Okay? Shihonage, under the arm to the shoulder. So, what I want you guys to practice with me and imagine with me tonight is that you're going to do it from a punch attack. Okay, so stand right here. Face me, please. Okay? Punch me right in the stomach with your right arm. Step forward and punch. Boom. Okay, there it is. I got to get off the line, and I grab it. So if I'm doing kotegaishi, I get off the line this way and twist the wrist. But I'm forward and under the arm, bring it right to the shoulder. Okay? Punch me again, same side. Same arm.
I'm gonna get you smile.
Oh man, I got sweat on her. If I could use my sweat for self-defense in normal life, I would. Oh, you're a bully? Ah, sensei sweat, I'm gonna run away. Sorry. Okay, so you gotta imagine, here comes the punch. Get out of the way, make a hand. And go under it. Okay? Here's the punch. I go to the inside of it and I make a hand sandwich. Sweep the arm past you. Low, it goes low, and then raise it up, and throw. Okay? So, if you can imagine this, the way I'm going to do it is, I'm imagining you're punching me with your right hand. Okay? To you on top. Here comes the punch. I get off the line, grab on top with my hand. Okay? Make that hand sandwich. Come up and under. The sword is your arm. The sword is your arm. Okay, that's from a ski, a thrust. Here it comes. Grab, hand sandwich, sweep it across in front of you. Okay, and while you're sweeping that across, I can't punch you with this other arm. Okay, you're using this as a shield. Shield nage. Okay? We were practicing a foot movement the other night where you get off the line and you switch your hanmi. Hanmi, switching hanmi like this. Okay? And when you switch your hanmi in this way, it's really easy for you to do a technique like shihonage. Because if an attack is coming in at me this way, like this is yokomen, for you guys who are a little more advanced. Here comes the yokomen. It's like, I'm attacking you like this with a stick, okay? So as it comes in, step off the line, switch your hanmi, block it, maybe counter strike. Now you got the arm again, here it is. That's the same movement again. Hopefully you guys are starting to recognize it. I sweep it past me and I come under the arm and cut. It's the same thing if I have a sword, like it's the same movement. The riai is I have a sword. The sword, come under, cut with the sword again. As I'm getting off the line, slice. You were attacking me over here. You're coming like this at me. I get off the line and slice, turn, cut again. So the same movement with the arm. Here comes the arm. You're chopping me. I get off the line, grab the wrist, sweep it through, and cut. You guys, as we're practicing, I really want to acknowledge that it's a challenge because you don't have a partner in front of you, okay? Seriously try to imagine that somebody's in front of you, okay? And imagine yourself doing a technique against a person. If you put the energy into actually imagining that, your brain will get a lot of benefits that you wouldn't think. You're like, oh, I'm just imagining doing the practice. Well, you're still establishing brain patterns that are going to be useful to you when we get back on the mat. And what will happen is you'll get back on the mat and you'll think, well, it's because you've been working on it in your head in a different way than you used to, okay? So really try hard. O-sensei tells a story about how when he was developing Aikido, he went into the mountains in Japan and trained with the mountain spirits. Okay? And they're called Tengu. And in Japanese fairy tales, they're like big, scary looking and sometimes they even had feet like a crow and wings. Okay, so they're kind of scary. Okay, but Sensei said that he trained with them in the mountains. Okay, now certainly I don't want you training with any scary, creepy looking dudes with long noses and crow feet, all right? But if you can imagine the idea of someone in front of you, that is really going to help you. Take that as seriously as you can, okay? And maybe I'm person, my imagination is very visual. I see stuff in my head really clearly. And so seeing that person in front of me is a really useful thing. And maybe you aren't a visual person. Maybe you're more of a tactile person. Okay, you have to feel it. Okay, I understand that. But please try. Okay, so Shihonage is catching the hand right at the wrist, sweeping it past you, going under the arm, and turning towards your partner. Now, I want to work a little bit on Sankyo, the third technique. 3, Sankyo. And when we stretch in the beginning of class, this is the Sankyo stretch. Okay? So as you can see, I'm grabbing with 4 fingers on the knife edge, and back here, I'm pushing on my own thumb bone. So I've got leverage. I'm pushing on the thumb bone, and I'm pulling on the knife edge. Okay? When you do ikkyo, is to get down, okay, you're doing ikkyo, bump your partner to take their balance, okay? And then the hand that is on the elbow slips through here underneath and grabs that hand and comes forward. Now I've got the Sankyo now, okay? And I step around, now I've got the elbow, and I pull out the person this way. So if I'm the uke, I'm down in ikkyo, right? Takes my balance, pulls. Brings me up with the Sankyo, spins around in front of me, and pulls me out on my belly. Okay, so here's what you need to imagine. Do ikkyo to this point. Okay, I did ikkyo omotewaza. Here's the elbow hand. Your elbow grabber releases and comes under the arm and grabs the hand on the knife edge. This one makes a fist now. Bring them up. Keep that hand. There's the elbow now. Pull and push down on the elbow. Okay? You have to imagine I'm grabbing the wrist with this hand. This is the elbow. Okay? This is the wrist. This is the elbow. So the person's hand is sticking out right here. So I release the elbow and come under the arm and come around here. Here's the hand, okay? And you grab the hand on that knife edge. If you can practice your Sankyo a lot on yourself, your body will start to remember it. So that when you get into the mat or get onto the mat, or when you start to practice on your mom or your dad, or if you're Michael on his dog, don't put Sankyo on Mikey. He'll bite you. Okay. Over and over again, because doing that will help your body to start to remember what that feels like. A super easy way for you to practice Sankyo is to have somebody grab you cross-handed, cross-armed. Okay, so you hold out your right wrist and they grab you with their left hand. Okay, so you ask them to grab you gyakute, just like Maria's grabbing her dad. You guys probably can't see her. But it's so simple. You just grab right on their hand and go under the arm. That's so. Elsa, can you see Michael and Maria? Okay, so grab and go under. Super easy. It's like you're opening a door. Can you come and do it on me? Yeah. Okay, Emma's gonna do it on me. So I'm grabbing her cross-handed. So she sticks out her right hand, I grab her with the left. Right. Right and right. Okay, so now just grab my hand here and spin under my arm. Good. Okay, do it again. No sweat. Super, super easy. You can do it on your mom or your dad. Okay, do it this way. Grab like this. Boom. Fingers down. Boom. There you go. Spin under. Too easy on this one. That's my left arm. Sankyo, Sankyo, Sankyo. You got to keep practicing it. Okay? Now, Yamkyo, which is everybody's favorite. Once you got the arm down like this, bend it, okay, like an L. Bend it like an L. So if you're pinning me, like you're holding a sword. And you remember, guys, the push pressure point right in here that everybody loves? If you grab your own wrist, okay, put your pinky right on your pulse, okay, and then lay your 4 fingers in below your pulse like this. Go straight up from your thumb. Go straight up from your thumb, the width of 4 fingers. Okay. And then your knuckle, the first knuckle here on your palm, this one, pushes against the bone right there. That's where the radial nerve is. And if you push into it in just the right way, your partner will say thank you and smile and try to return the favor to you. Applied to me so accurately and expertly that my knees gave out. So, hey Elsa, I appreciate you telling me I'm cutting out. So finally, just now on my screen, it said, your internet connection is unstable. Like, thanks for telling me that. I appreciate it, Need some professional help. Okay? Yamkyo. Practice it. 4 fingers down. With your inside knuckle. Okay? So, if I'm showing you how to do this like I've been doing. Okay, listen, you're being distracted. You said you wouldn't do that. Okay? So, Ikkyo, you do the bump again. If it's Sankyo, you reach under and grab the hand. Okay? But because it's Yamkyo now, you bend it 90 degrees. Okay, so here's the elbow right here. It's kind of hard for me to show you this because my sword won't bend 90 degrees, right? But here's the elbow. And turn, so basically, you're just doing this to the arm. And once I have a hold of the forearm here, okay, switch my hand. Now here's the knuckle. And I turn it over and push onto that bone. So you've got an arm like this, it bends like this, and then the elbow goes down. Okay? You got my arm like this. You keep a hold of the elbow, but you bend the wrist in. And then push the elbow down. Push the elbow down. So once you have a hold of that forearm, you hold it just like a sword and push it into the mat. Then once the elbow is pushed into the mat, okay, you can use the leverage because you have a point on the mat now. Okay, you can push down with your knuckle on top of that pressure point, and that's what helps it. That's what gives it the power that it needs. Okay. Okay, so we've done ikkyo, sankyo, and yankyo. Now remember I told you that gokyo okay? So if this is yokomen coming in and I block it, okay? If I can come over the top with this hand and grab it and then come back over, look, there's gokyo. Here's the cut coming around with somebody's hand. I grab here and I grab right on the inside of the pulse. Boom. Inside of the wrist, I grab, and then when I come over to do what should be ikkyo, my hands are this is the elbow side, this is the wrist side. Okay? And so that holds your partner in a different kind of way. It's really effective if there's a knife in this hand. When somebody's attacking you and you defend and you come across, palm to pulse, boom, get the elbow, come over. And you can take the knife away really effectively that way. Okay, so I want everyone to try to do these hand motions with me. I know there's a lot of people who are just watching right now, but I want you to try this. Okay, ikkyo. And now gokyo. Okay, we just went from 1 to 5. Okay, ikkyo, gokyo. Okay, and the hand that's turning over is the wrist grabbing hand. This is the elbow. Ikkyo, gokyo. Ikkyo, gokyo. And gokyo happens because you grab the inside of the wrist and you come down that way. If I block someone like this and I grab the outside of the wrist, the block here, I grab, that's ikkyo. But when I grab something on the inside of the wrist and come down, that's gokyo, palm up. Okay? So now we're skipping over ikkyo. You go to sankyo. Okay? So you go into your ikkyo move, let go of the elbow, reach under and grab the hand and come up. Okay? So here's the hand. I'm doing ikkyo. This is the wrist grab. This is the I come under and grab, and I come around to do the sankyo and pin. Okay? Sankyo. Okay, and then remember what yankyo is. You get your ikkyo down, hold on tight to the elbow, and bend the arm. Let go of the elbow, put both hands on the forearm, and push the elbow down into the mat. Okay? So I'm going to do it here so you see me hopefully. Here's the hand. Ikkyo. Bump. And here's the elbow grab here. Okay? Bend it 90 degrees. Let go of the elbow. Grab the forearm. Push the elbow down into the mat. That's yankyo. Okay? So ikkyo, sankyo, yankyo, and gokyo. That's what I wanted to cover tonight. We've done a lot of Nikkyos before, okay? Your wrist, mirror your shoulder, and you grab on top of there. When you come down to do Ikkyo, but you've got their hand, you're grabbing their hand instead of their wrist, you've got Ikkyo, okay? That's a nice Rokyo, Maria. It's good. Make sure you get his, if you're doing Rokyo, turn the wrist a little bit more up. Get your elbow down and turn towards the fireplace away from him, Maria. Turn towards the fireplace and away from him. All right. Don't forget. Practice that on yourself so you know how it feels. Okay, so let's do Kokudosa. You can do it standing or sitting. Okay, you offer your hands to your partner, both thumbs up. Both thumbs up. Like you're holding a big watermelon. And when they grab you, they grab with their thumbs up. Okay, good. Elsa's got her basketball right there. That's good. So you're holding your ball and you rotate the ball up. I mean, you rotate it so that the person can see the bottom. That means you just drop the ball. Okay, keep your elbows down and rotate the ball up. So the grabber, when you rotate the ball up, their elbows will probably go up. So rotate the ball up, take their balance to the side, and as they fall, you keep your hands open and come down and put your knee in their armpit and pin down. Without grabbing their arm, you just put the knife edges of your hands against their arm. Okay. Rotate. Once the elbows go up, cut the one. This inside one pushes straight into the person's chest. Okay, whoop, and that takes their balance to the side. Kokudosa. Here. Kokudosa. Here. And so, as much as you guys can, find a way in the middle of the day to practice this kokyu movement with your wrist. Okay? Push against the door, push against a tree. Okay? Feel that knife. You guys have ever heard Mark Sensei tell the story of when he was in his car crash. He was driving, this was, I guess, maybe 4 or 5 years ago now, and someone lost control of their vehicle coming towards him and they had a head-on collision. And he saw the car coming at him, and at the last minute he relaxed and he did kokyu against the steering wheel at the last minute. And apparently, missing pieces of the steering wheel where he did kokyu. He kokyu'd through the steering wheel, but that kept him from hitting face first into the steering wheel. So practice that movement. All right, so you guys, let's bow out, please. Sit up straight, take a breath. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much. All right, guys, good work. Sorry for the dicey internet connection. Not really sure why that was happening.